Do you have a boyfriend? Because I like you. Do you believe in burning bridges when it comes to exes? What would you do if your parents do not approve your partner? How do you feel about cheating partners? Are you close to your parents? You never talk about. Would you be willing to share your password with your romantic partner, and why? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am Adiah, and in this video we're going to be filming a Q&A. I asked those who follow me on Instagram to leave some questions about me, about what I wanted to know, because I wanted to film a life updates video, which I already did. And when I got the questions were not really like life updatey type questions. So I was just like, okay, then let's make that a separate video, since there are questions that people would want to know anyway. So I was like, let's make that a separate video. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I have all the questions here on my phone, and I'm just going to be reading them out and answering the questions. So please don't forget to subscribe, get me to 2,000 subscribers. I don't know how y'all gonna do it, but just get it done, okay? Thank you. Follow me on Instagram so that you can be part of Q&As like this. And yeah, let's get right into this video. Okay, so the first question is, if you died today, what would you regret not doing? That's a very random question, but if I died today, what I would regret not doing is not launching my podcast. Like, and I already have a podcast obviously, but we are rebranding, right? And I have so many good things coming in that podcast, and thinking about it alone makes me so gassed. Like, it makes me so hyped, you know. And I just know, because when I started my podcast, I knew I wanted to do a podcast. Talking is something I like to do, if you have not noticed, but I just didn't know the direction I was going to take it in. And I tried a couple of things and it didn't work. But what I'm going to do now, like what we are going to do in the next launch, is going to work. I just have so much clarity as to what I want the podcast to look like, feel like, be like. So if I didn't launch that podcast and I passed, it would be sad. It would be like one good thing that went with me to the grave, if that makes sense. Okay, so this one says, this one is from my friend. He says, where did you keep all your money? Okay, I kept it in your bank account. It's inside your, if you just check, just start, you see all the money, all my money is inside there. This one says, do you like who you are now? Yes, I do like who I am now. Obviously, I'm still growing. I'm not where I want to be. But when I tell you that where I am right now in this very moment, where I was last year, this same time, mind blown. Like, both physically, financially, spiritually, mentally, me-inly. Just like everything is so different. I love who I am right now, and I will keep working for who I see myself to be, my highest self. But right now, I love who I am. This one says, what secret traits do you wish that people knew about you? I'm very stubborn. I wouldn't say it's a secret, because if you know me personally, you know this, but I don't look like someone who's stubborn. The thing is that I call it being strong-willed. Like, once I make up my mind to get something done, once I make up my mind to do something a certain way, you can't change my mind. My boss has told me I'm stubborn. My boss was like, do you know you're very stubborn? I'm like, no sir. And he was like, it's subtle, but you're stubborn. I'm like, Okay, so this one says, would you relocate to a place where you don't have any family or friends? I think I already did that. I'm in Lagos. I do have family, or kind of, but that's my aunt, but we're not really close. And she's the only family I have here in Lagos. We love a fresh city, okay? This one says, what's your personal philosophy in life? You can't keep doing the same thing every time and expect a different result. I feel like that quote resonates with me so much, and sometimes when I'm trying something and it's not working and I keep trying, from nowhere that quote just enters my mind and I try to do it a different way. That's one thing I live by, because I cannot tell you how much that has helped me. I cannot tell you how much that has improved my life and the person I am today. So yeah. Okay, so this one says, if all your wishes were granted today, how would you describe your life 5 years from now? I will be the CEO of several successful businesses. I would have launched a successful ass podcast, and I would have featured Oprah on it. Yes, ma'am. And I would have brands that people adore and are high quality and are high value. And I would have a very beautiful dog. His name is Javier. It's going to be a whole thing. Me 5 years from now, if all my wishes were to come through, I would live a more peaceful life. It would be busy, but it would be peaceful. Okay, so this one asks, are you close to your parents? You never talk about them. Yeah. What's the one trait of personality you'd like to change about you? One trait of personality I'd like to change about myself. I'm not very expressive. I can be thinking something and be feeling something, but I won't communicate how I feel. So yeah, I'm not very expressive, and that's something I would like to change. Okay, so this one says, hi. Do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert? This question is a dumb question, honestly. If you know me personally, you know I'm an introverted extrovert. I don't think there's any of my friends that will say I'm boring. I mean, my lifestyle is boring, but I'm not boring. Do you understand? So it's like, I guess you could say I'm an ambivert. I guess that's the in-between person between introvert and extrovert. Well, if I had to pick one, introvert or extrovert, no. I can't pick one, sorry, because it's literally like a zigzag. Like one trait enters introvert, the other trait enters extrovert, so I don't know. Okay, so this one says, would you do a crazy thing for a friend? I mean, I don't know, depending on what it is. Like, I'm not going to go cliff jumping with a friend. I don't care if that's going to save your life. I'm not doing it because I would die before I reach the ground or whatever. So I'm afraid of heights, so no ma'am. Depending on what it is, but we have to take care of ourselves too. Have you seen an extreme example of poverty, and if so, how would you describe it? Is when someone is narrow-minded. I don't even get annoyed. I just pity. It's so sad. It's so difficult to respect other people's boundaries, other people's opinions. It's just, I feel like that's like the poorest state of mind, because you will never grow. You will never be able to learn, because your way is the best way. And it's like, what exactly do you know? She, you're asking me, like, what exactly do you know? She gets. So I just feel like for me that's the most extreme case of poverty I've ever seen. Okay, so this one asks, hi Adiah, just wanted to know, would you be willing to share your password with your romantic partner, and why? Here's the thing, if I wanted you to have access to my phone, I would leave it unlocked, but I don't. No matter how involved with someone I am, I still require my personal space. So no, I will not share my password with a partner. I mean, obviously I would. If you wanted my phone and shit like that, like I would unlock it and give it to you, like, and disappear. Do you understand? I know, I just wouldn't do it. Okay, so this one asks, hi, how do you feel about cheating? The only reason I would stay with somebody who cheats on me is if our relationship is as much business as it is romantic. Like, if I got married and my husband cheated on me, the only reason I would stay with him is if we have a joint business together and it would be more costly to leave the relationship than to stay. That's the only reason I would stay with someone who cheats on me. I mean, obviously at that point we are in an open relationship, open marriage, whatever, you get. So it's like, go ahead and go after what you cheated on me with, please. Leave me alone to be baby girl. So what I think about a cheating partner, I wouldn't stay with one. You can't disrespect me like that. I will not take it. Okay, so this person asks, at what age do you think people should get married? Is there really an age bracket type situation? Honestly, for me, there's no age. Because maturity is not about your age, first off, right? And then there's this thing where you can be 19 and get married to someone who's 30 and you guys will be married for forever. And you can be 29 and get married to someone who's like 2 years older than you and you guys are divorced 5 years later. So it's like, there's no how to, honestly. It's just God. And then you try as much as you can to know your partner. You cannot absolutely always know an individual, but try as much as you can. Okay, so this one says, what would you do if your parents do not approve your partner? Is it scary that I don't care? But I don't care. Okay, so this one says, do you believe that people of the opposite sex can be best of friends? Yeah, I have a couple of them. Best boys in the world. I mean, I can trade them for a sleeper or two, but like, overall, yeah, they're pretty cool. Okay, so this one says, who is the person with whom you can talk about anything? Personally, I don't think there's that one person you can talk about everything with. I feel like because of how people are so different, you can only talk about certain things with certain people. However, you can find someone that you tell generically everything. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Do you believe in burning bridges when it comes to exes? Absolutely. Like, don't even. I personally, I cannot be friends with my ex. I've tried it. So it's not be like, Adiah, why are you just rude? Like, because you are not dating, does that mean? So I tried to be friends. I played myself drastically. And then I'm like, okay. At least we know that now. So no, in fact, I'm nobody's ex. If we break up, I don't know you, bitch. Like, okay, so this one says, is there such a thing as lasting peace? Yes, there's lasting peace with God. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so this one says, do you have a boyfriend? Because I like you. I know who says this. Alright guys, so that's it for the questions. The questions were very random, as you see. So it's like, I did ask to ask random questions, so yeah. So if you want to be part of the next Q&A, please follow me on Instagram at Iamadiahh official. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Get me to 2K guys. Like, I'm not even playing with you guys. Share my video, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends to subscribe, share my links. You think it's a joke? If I don't make it to 2K by the end of this year, and yes, I'm saying by the end of this year, I know there's only 1 month remaining, by the end of this year, don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah,